Here's my latest mini album. I borrowed this idea from someone on the internet and I am so embarrassed because I deleted the video and the link before I could get their name to give them credit. But had a lot of fun kind of just pausing and copying and came up with something so similar. So if you see another one just like it, tell her thank you so much for helping me out in being my inspiration. Anyway, this was made with Tres Chic cardstock from DCWV, and I'll just walk through it. I used some, on the cover, this is kind of a neat little old vintage elastic edging that I got at an antique fair, and of course the black ribbon. And the binding on this, I used my brand new cinch, which I absolutely adore, but I hate the wires. I just hate them. I just don't think they're pretty at all. So I tried just a flat ribbon lacing technique. I just went in a spiral, kind of like the spiral wires, and spiraled the wire through, starting in the middle, going up and then back around and down through the bottom to tie it in the front. And I'm surprised how well it holds, but it holds great. Put on some little flourishes. I am roses. These are their cherry blossoms, a gardenia, and a little pink rose up here. Okay, this I cut out with my Cricut. I used the elegant edges. I printed this out myself on my computer onto the cardstock and embellished, of course, with a little bit of bling here and there. Okay, inside. See, you can see how the ribbon just really, really nice, the way that it secures it. And these are pretty little interactive photo mats that slide out of pockets that I made out of just plain black cardstock and faced with the DCWV. I didn't do a lot of embellishment because, of course, this paper is real, real pretty. But in the folders that we have here, most of them have little mats that are flat on the back, and the person who actually ends up with this can either pull the mat out as a template or just slip their own little photo in the back, just glue it on to hide these corners. I didn't see any point in wasting a lot of extra paper when I knew photographs were going to go on them anyway. So, since I'm once again in my wobbly iPad style, I'm not going to put these folders back. And then back that one on the back. Lots of places for photos here. So, next one, again, City of Lights, no embellishment necessary. Little cardstacks. This one I took the EK Success. I'm not sure the name. I'm not good at that. I've got to get better at giving credit. This is a piece of antique French lace that I got. It's a trim that I got. Again, I go out to the Long Beach antique mart here once a month, and there's a lady that sells all these fabulous, fabulous trims, and I got that from her. Little mats. The pocket height a little bit higher on this one. Again, pocket. And this one has a mat on the top instead of on the side, and it's just plain. So I punched it with the coordinating punches and just matted it with the pretty paper. Okay, so you have to cut that little slim. All right, mat. This actual piece of trim, I took a 12-inch piece of cardstock that was only about an inch high, and when I glued it on, I just wrapped it around this particular folder that I made. All right, same thing, pretty paper. Put a little tab on the side of this insert, and this one was clever. She made a little pocket. I punched that out with a 2-inch half circle punch, and of course with one hand this will be impossible, but made a little tag. Here we come. Like the other one, just fringed it on the top, punched a little hole, put a little ribbon, and slid it in there. And put a little, I didn't like just the plain black cardstock showing, so I just slipped a little piece of paper inside here to bling it up a little bit, and matted it on both sides for photos. Okay. This is just paper clipped on. It's one of the die cuts you can cut out from the paper. They have tags all on one page in that Tres Chic card stack. Here is a folder that slips out of the pocket. Oops, this should be paper clipped on. I'll have to fix that. That should have just a little paper clip. Pockets with the mats. Pretty paper. You can see now it starts repeating the idea. Pockets with trim. Mat up on top. This is one of the die cuts. Mat. Paper. Side pocket. This one I put the side pocket going the other direction. It's the exact same thing, just reversed. When you pull it out, it's just a mat. Paper clipped on one of the die cuts. You can see the same idea with the trims and the cardstock, and I think just a plain mat for photos up here, and then the back cover. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. It's very, very simple and yet very, very elegant. I trimmed out the book with just using that same punch. I just wanted to keep it simple, and rather than use a bunch of different punches, just use one through the whole thing. But mainly what I wanted to show you is how you can use your cinch and not have to have ugly wires. You can still have a real pretty little book. So hopefully you like it, and my apologies. As I get better at this, and I promise I will be better at giving credit. Okay? Alright, thanks guys. Post your comments. Bye.